Hey everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Here this week for our cigar review. Today we stepped it up. We are doing flagship Cohibas.
Cohiba.
I think this is Jake's first Cohiba.
It is.
Most of the stuff you've seen him have on camera, it's his first time.
República Dominicana.
In other words, we have the Dominican Cubans, not, or the Dominican Cohibas, not the regular Cohibas that the rest of the world gets, which is the Cubans. This is only the third Cohiba I've had in my life.
Really?
And it is very friendly, it is very light, but I also get different flavors. I get vanilla. I get a really bitter coffee though. Like the only time I tasted coffee this bitter, I was literally chewing on coffee grounds.
It's like a espresso. This would go really good with Oh, remember when John would go and get one of the giant cups at Starbucks and just have him fill it with the espresso?
Yes.
Tastes like that.
Yeah. You get that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really bitter note. There are definitely some earthy tones, as with every cigar that I've ever had in my life. Anybody that doesn't name earthy tones, it's because they've just gotten too used to cigars.
You know how you cannot get an earthy tone on a cigar? It literally comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
They grow on trees. That'd be amazing. You have a tree that just grew cigars.
You know, it'd be even better.
Huh.
A tree that just grew whiskey. You know, it'd be even better than that.
Both.
A tree that grew AR-15s.
That would be pretty neat. Slow down the orange juice, son. Those
So
things
did
don't
you,
grow on trees.
Did you hear there was a shooting a week ago from when they watched this video? A successful school shooting. I hate using the word successful with that, but like, there were four that I remember between the last school shooting in Parkland and this one in Texas that were somebody opened fire and a cop shot them in the effing face before they even had the chance to do anything. I didn't see those make the news, but this Texas one has made the news. Fun fact. He used a pump shotgun and a .38 special. What are both of those not?
Assault rifle? Assault weapons? They're both...
They're not even semi-automatic, bro. They're talking about these semi-automatic weapon bans.
How does that work with...
A revolver's functionally semi-automatic if it's double action.
But a semi-automatic uses part of the recoil forces to chamber a new round, and it doesn't. It's all mechanical operated.
Yep.
Single action. Or
double action. Assuming he had a double action.
Yeah.
So, basically all their crap doesn't work, although what was funny was a bunch of people said they didn't have any idea this kid would pull this. And, a lot of people are using the fact that he had a Born to Kill shirt as a red flag, but anybody that's seen Full Metal Jacket knows that that's not super bad on its own. However, he also wore a trench coat in like 90-degree weather, like all the time.
Were they uninformed about what happened at Columbine?
Yeah,
Because
that was definitely a thing for them.
Yeah, you were
and the trench coat, right, had the Iron Cross, the Soviet hammer and sickle.
Those are big red flags.
Yeah, he also had Baphomet and some other stuff on there.
What's a Baphomet?
The Satan goat.
Oh.
The weird goat man thing.
Black Phillip.
The one that they tried to put in the square in that Oklahoma town next to the Ten Commandments was a statue of him. Basically saying, like, hey, this is a government religious monument, and we want to put our religion next to it.
How'd that work?
They took them both down. Or they said they were going to. I don't know if it's actually down.
Huh.
Anyway, we got political, and this is not a political top video. This is a cigar review.
But when we're just hanging out and just having cigars, not on camera, This is some of the random stuff we talk about, so.
Yeah, so you get an actual legit conversation that we didn't say, hey, we're going to talk about this for a video. And it let me get a little further into this Cohiba, and it got a little smoother. Now, we've had a couple guys start commenting on a bunch of our videos. Another guy that calls himself Great American, which, good on you, awesome name. Oh man, I can't remember this other guy's name.
Oh, wow.
But he gave us a good idea, and we're actually going to do this series with whiskeys and cigars. And it's going to be Working Man's edition. So we're going to do Working Man's whiskeys and Working Man's cigars. And we're going to go through some gas station brands and honestly review them and figure out which ones we like. Now, this is fairly easy for us because we started there. So, I think most cigar smokers do.
So, I was listening.
What are you doing there? Oh, you pulled your cigar apart.
Yes.
He had to snip the end of his cigar off because we opened it up and it wasn't right.
I've never actually looked at the inside. I always thought
these
was
are long filler cigars too. So
I always thought what they're what?
I'll explain later, but these are long filler cigars.
Oh. Is this different than what's inside other? Like how the leaves are cut?
Yes. How the leaves are cut is different than his Isla. Those are short filler cigars.
Oh, okay. Oh, that might make more sense. I'm gonna let you go ahead and explain. But anyway, I just thought it was cool because it was a chance to kind of just pull apart something you can't really do anything with and look at the different parts. You have your filler and your binder. You can't see this, but I can. It's cool.
They can see better than we can see on that little camera.
Yeah, I never think about that. I just think if I can't see it on the camera, the little screen, nobody else can see it.
Yeah, when I hold stuff out to the edge of the desk, it's really, really obvious on the camera.
Oh, okay. That's about the size of what I had to cut off, and this is just part of the
that's the wrapper,
binder.
right?
Binder.
No, that's the binder?
This is the binder. This was part of the filler. And this is the wrapper. It's a little darker, and it's really cool, I think. I could be wrong.
He's never cut apart a cigar before. We might actually do that for a video for you guys. So let me explain the difference between long and short filler. Short filler cigars looks like, almost like chewing tobacco, like little flakes.
Like a cigarette.
Yeah, it's little flakes of tobacco all the way through. Long filler is like long pieces of leaf all the way through that are literally like most of the length of the cigar, if not all the length.
Back on the chewing tobacco, it's like going from like Skull to Red Man. Red Man, you have a little pouch and it's like whole leaves or shredded up leaves, like the Big League Chew.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot like that, except normally a long filler will be like the full length of the cigar.
Well, that's only short because I cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's really cool.
Yeah, had you cut an Isla at the end, you would have gotten flakes all over the place. As I'm sure you've seen when you've cut off the ends of an Isla before. We use Islas as a benchmark because it's like our go-to cheap-ass cigar.
It's like that. Like the end, like the regular...
It's bigger than that, but not quite that thin. But yeah, same concept.
Okay.
So, there's a little lesson on long and short filler. We'll probably do a video later. But yeah, these Cohibas, they're a little pricey. These were like $30-$40 on their own. Normally, I honestly wouldn't spring for that on a cigar, especially because I like the Monte Cristo Classic better. I'm smoking this one too fast. If you ash and you see this, you're smoking too fast.
Huh.
Now it's going to canoe, probably. But I'll wait until it starts. Anyway, I really think these are really good cigars, and maybe the Cuban ones are worth the money. But these ones, I don't think are worth the extra $5 to $10 you're going to pay per cigar, based on just these Cohiba Toros. I believe these are Toros.
Yeah. There.
Yeah. So, they had several different Cohibas we could have tried. And we both got the same ones, because we're reviewing one cigar at a time now, so you can get different thoughts on the same cigar, which I think gives you a more in-depth review. I haven't gone super into the history of Cohiba in this particular one. We'll review more Cohibas later, and I'll get into it then. Mostly because I completely forgot until right now. So, we're kind of in a hurry. We're going to see Deadpool 2. So
it's gonna be great.
Yep. Def Seth, I know, is excited. He's in studio, by the way, if you want to say hello. Say hello, Farmer Dan. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
And I'm sipping on more of this whiskey from our Monday video.
Man, that glass has lasted you forever.
It's because I haven't drank it like at all this video. Oh, all week.
Oh,
Okay.
week.
Yeah, punderful. Hilarious.
Man, all about time.
It's been like half an hour, tops.
Yeah.
This is probably a longer cigar review, but I would still give these guys an 8. I really don't like how bitter this is, and I know coming from a guy that actually enjoys some Maduros, that might be a little surprising, but I don't get the same bitterness from Maduros that I get from this. I tend to get a black pepper flavor from Maduros. There is another note I forgot to name, is a cedar note. Yeah, I'd give these guys an 8.
Okay.
You'll go with 8?
I'll go with 8. It's not my favorite, but it is pretty phenomenal cigar. Maybe an 8.5, just to mess with your numbers.
Okay. Remember that? Here, another sign that I use to say you're smoking too fast. I was told this by someone, I've never seen it online or anything. But if you're puffing your cigar and you start seeing smoke come out this end, stop. Wait. Give it like 20-30 seconds. Because you're going to get the cigar too hot, it's not going to burn right, and you don't want to do that. So, that's a good thing to note.
I think this would be really good for just cruising around.
Mm-hmm. This is like a relaxing cigar. Like if I wanted to just chill on my deck out there and just smoke and think. This and that drink right there would be an excellent go-to. So I'm going to suggest a pairing for you guys. Wild Turkey Long Branch and this Cohiba pair really well together. I did put in to this particular Wild Turkey Long Branch for some extra alcohol burn a little 101. So there you go. If you saw our Monday Talk video, you know they're best if you blend the 3. We did a video to compare all 3, and we ended up saying the best way to have them is if you mix them all together.
The third one.
They should know that if they watch the Monday video. If you didn't watch the Monday video and you don't know what the third one is, that's on you.
Well, now you know what the third one is, I'm sorry.
No, I'll cut it out. I don't care.
If you do, just cut out what I say, what it is.
The third one's gone.
And then leave the rest so they're just like...
What's the third one? Go watch the Monday video.
Buy a box, and we'll put the answer in.
Mm-hmm. We have some new ideas for another similar, you could call it sister product, but definitely don't forget to buy the Dirt Roadman whiskey box. I know we've sold a few, we have a few more, and if this idea that we have does well, then these are actually going to be discontinued. We only have like 15 left to sell you, so definitely get to it. But anyway, I think that's everything from us this week, right?
I think so.
Got something else to say?
I don't remember. Oh, the boxes. They're chubtastic.
Yeah. Buy one. Your father might love you again. On that note...
I never knew my father.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Alright. Anyway, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Have a good weekend. Hey everybody, if you like this video, hit a like or dislike, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you really like what we're doing, check us out over on Facebook where we post every day.